And the more you do this, the better you'll get. And again, full send everything, because if you explode, who cares? You know, you can't even go through that gap. I tried it though, because, you know, this is where you learn. Yo, what is up YouTube? Today we're going to be doing a video on everything helicopter. This will be a crash course teaching you guys how to drop, more importantly control the helicopter. This will lead to getting kills, rotating with it. Your helicopter doesn't explode all the time. Let's get right into it. Hopefully you guys like this. Make sure you drop a like and a comment if you do. Let's go. So one thing I wanted to go over before we get into how to drop for the helicopter is how every single drop's not going to be the same. The flight path is always going to be different. Sometimes helis are going to be different. Just like in this hospital heli. Since it flies directly over the path, this is going to be a super different drop than what you're used to, say, going to hangars. And it's just going to be like this. The best way to practice for dropping for helicopters like this is just doing it. The more you do it, the better you'll get with it. There is a fine line. Generally, if you drop around 700 meters, you can kind of almost guarantee the helicopter, and that is if many people don't challenge you there. So one thing I will do is I'll go for this military helicopter. So I'm going to drop directly once the plane lets us out here. So now that the plane has let us out, I'm unsure if anybody's actually going to chow me here, but this is a good far one to show how to stagger your dropping. So you kind of just want to pull every so often so that you're still getting that wide angle towards the helicopter. I'm going to float just a second here, and then I can get the perfect angle and just go land right on top of the helicopter here. And this is just from practice. See, I've landed basically right on the helicopter, and it's just that simple. We beat out this Rambo here. He's going to get mad and shoot at me. So that's just one way to drop for a heli. So let's go drop for another heli, and as we go through these, you guys will kind of see a recurring pattern. But again, the best way to get practicing with dropping for the heli is doing it yourself. So the more you do it, the better you get with it. Let's hop into another helicopter dropping and see if it helps you guys out any. All right, so this drop kind of resembles our other drop, actually, where it goes over hospital a little bit. So let's actually drop for hospital here. Hospital is one of the main places. If you watch my Twitch at all, you see that I drop there basically every round. For wagers, for pubs, I'm always dropping hospital. And that's because the helicopter is, once you have it down, you could get it almost every time. And there are free kills here, just free kills. People land on the roof. You can come up there, chop them up. People, sometimes they'll land towards prom. You could chop them out of the sky. They land downtown. You could chop them out of the sky. So it's a really nice centralized helicopter. Also, the downtown one that spawns here and the soccer field one that spawns here is really good. So for this drop, what I'll do is I'll drop around the 700 meter mark like we were talking about earlier, right about here. So that was like 650. So it's not always exactly 700, but again, if you drop for these helis and say you come up short, or you come up, you know, you overshoot it, you're gonna know why, and then the next time you're not gonna miss it as much. So we kind of went a little bit, I would say we dropped too late on that one. We still got it because no one shouted it. So this is an example of how you chop people up on the roof. Given this is a plunder game, so there's not going to be as many people up here, but that's exactly how this works. So let's drop to one more heli that's a little bit different. And you guys can add these heli drops up, culminate them, and try to get a feel for how to drop for each heli. So let's drop into that now. All right, so in this third heli drop, let's go for one like this downtown chopper. So I feel like a lot of people that haven't dropped for as many helicopters, they'll see this flight path and they'll be like, all right, so I'm gonna drop exactly right here because it shoots straight towards the helicopter. And this is a yes and a no type thing. If you were to drop here and no one challenged you for the helicopter, it could be a good heli drop. You know, you would secure the helicopter, but this is true for any helicopter. If nobody challenges you, you're gonna get it regardless. So you wanna make it to where if people challenge you, you're still going to get it most of the time. Again, you won't get it every time, but there are some players that have, cut that RNG down and have gotten it every single time. It is a skill thing. So again, this is a skill completely different from gun skill, game sense. This is a skill that you could build on to help break your PR or do better in your games, get more consistent kills, stuff like that. So let's drop for this heli. One thing you want to do again is mark that helicopter. Marking it not only tells you the meterage, but it just keeps in your mind fresh, so you know where the helicopter's at. So I'm going to drop right here, which is not exactly a straight line. It's a little bit before the straight line. I'm going to pull around here. You want to pull multiple times when you're dropping, and make sure that you cut that space. If you drop too low to the ground and you pull your chute, it's not going to give you this far boost that you get. When you get this boost, you fly far, and once you're too low to the ground, you just pull your chute and kind of glide, and that's not what you want. So I'm going to pull here, and I should get a straight shot for this helicopter and land basically right on it. So yeah, again, this is a good one. You do want to make it to where it's not auto shoot, so that you can pull when you want to. This is a setting in the settings that you could find. It's just auto deploy parachute. You do want to turn that off, and that's for helicopter landing. It looks like some other people are either practicing their helicopters or just flying around here. But yeah, so let's get into controlling the helicopter and how that can make you a better player, how to practice that. Let's go there now. All right, so let's get into practicing how to fly a helicopter around. The key thing is there's a training for this. So what I do is when I want to practice my helicopter, when I first was getting into, you know, how to drive one, all that stuff, I went to a plunder match. I loaded in, dropped for my helicopter. Now that we know how to drop a little bit, again, you do want to go into some plunder matches, test that for yourself, because they're not going to be the same every time. And you fly really low to the ground and bob and weave around things. So you grab your helicopter, you go around, you can go anywhere on the map, you just full send everything. The good thing here is if you blow up, that's just a lesson learned. In Warzone, if you blow up, that kind of sucks. Again, though, it's a lesson learned. But in plunder, you know, you could full send everything and it doesn't matter. You could bob and weave any trees, and you know, if you get like a cool sequence, that's pretty dope. And if you blow up, that's, you know, now you know. But yeah, when you're flying around, you learn your boundaries. You want to test, you know, everything, because that's what this is all about. I do recommend just finding a set of trees. Maybe you make like a path or like a course you fly every day, see if you can not blow up. But again, you know, you're just flying around, chilling, doing your thing. And the more you do this, the better you'll get. And again, full send everything, because if you explode, who cares? You know, you can't even go through that gap. I tried it though, because, you know, this is where you learn. So let's hop into the next portion of the video. Hopefully this little template here can help you warm up and get warm with the heli. Let's go. So let's get into some VOD reviews. So as you can see, there's a beautiful person right above me, about to get ready to drop. He's looking kind of dopey right now, actually. I don't know what he's doing. So he's about to get ready to drop, and what he does is looks at the map, and when he looks at the map, I don't know why I'm talking in third person. When I look at the map, I see how the flight path is looking. So the flight path is coming kind of like at a right angle towards hospital. So again, you don't want to just drop straight at hospital. You kind of want to drop a little bit before, but that's something that you'll learn. Once you first start dropping, you can take that straight angle because it's really straightforward. The more you learn, the more you'll be like, well, I need to drop a little bit sooner so that I can get that angle and maybe beat out the people that are dropping straight. So I look where I want to go. I mark the helicopter. I see what's going on. I'll cut this down just a little. So I'm playing here with Bonk, Devious, and Future. Absolute God Squad. It was super fun playing with them. So in this gameplay, I get 9 kills with 120 people remaining, and this is all because of the helicopter. Again, this is like a perfect scenario landing, but you will get perfect scenario landings like this the more you play. I mean, eventually you're going to get a really nice gameplay where everything falls into part, and you know, nothing really goes wrong. So getting shot out of the air a little bit, got some demons dropping around, everyone's super close. I end up having the best drop. I take somebody out there on the ground, go up top. I see people shooting on the map. I don't see anyone up top, so I've got 1 kill now with 140 left. I see a couple guys laying right here. This guy tries to juke me. You can tilt your helicopter and hit people with the blade. You can hit people with the back of your helicopter. You'll see all of it here. And this is just showing you how to tilt and kill people with your helicopter. The more you kill people with it, the better you get. This is something that you learn just by chopping people. I recommend just hitting people with your helicopter when you can. The better you get, the more you'll be like, oh, I could chop it with my rotor, or you know, hit the back of the helicopter. I really know all the terms, but so these guys are just scrambling on the ground. I've already got 4 kills with 130 people right here. Get out, spray this guy with the RPD real quick. These guys are trolling. There's a guy right above me, kind of beams me, breaks me out of the heli. He goes down into the tunnel, and I kind of forget about him. Bonk calls out. Some more people fighting over here. Where are these people coming from? I'm on 5 right now, and it's all because of the helicopter. I come over here, chop this guy with the back. That's also a way you can kill people. There's 2 guys in the middle of the thing. I don't know why. Chop this guy with the back. Get up here, throw it on him because it's super lit. I thought he was going to kill me out of it. He's downed. Get my full. There's 6 kills right there. Finish this. There's 7. It's just straight crazy how good, you know, helicopters are. You don't have to have any gun skill to drive a helicopter. This is something that you could build up from scratch. This guy just gets played, and that's 9 kills with 120 people remaining. This is just what you could work yourself up to, and it can really help your pacing in a match. All right, so we finished the helicopter video up. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want me to add to this. We can make another helicopter video. They are pretty complicated, but if you get these nice basics down, you should have a pretty good chance at increasing your PR, being able to rotate better, keeping that heli alive, killing people with it. There's so many things that can benefit you if you know how to use a heli. So until next time, guys, peace.